have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, Slotheads. How are you doing? I hope you've had a fantastic week so far and that you're ready for a nice little chill and chat with me here in this Friday evening, morning, Saturday morning for Wolves for sure. And also a great weekend coming after that. We see Wolves is already here. He's been waiting. SBP Slots, Steve Slots here as well. Hello, B-Rad, good to see you, buddy. Awesome, we got some people already. Gonna be a fun weekend. This could be plenty of racing. We got an exciting F1 race in Qatar, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. Hello, Steve. Good to see you. And Wolves is here. Wolves will get an honorary mention towards the end of the show for something that he did, which I really appreciated. So, but anyway, we'll get there. But yeah, so Qatar is a sprint weekend, so there's a race, there's a qualification going on right now as we speak. So if somebody's watching it, don't tell me, I'm gonna watch it afterwards. But then we have a sprint race tomorrow and then the Grand Prix on Sunday. That's gonna be fun. And maybe we will know who the new World Championship will be. Unless Lando goofs up completely, it's in his hands to bring it home. Where do we start? Well, did you watch, by the way, the last weekend's Eastern NSR Eastern Championships? There was a lot of fun stream going on there with Ian and Marty and Steve from Slot Car Corner and George from the 3D printing company. So that's gonna be. There was a lot of fun conversations for almost 12 hours. So long, and yeah. So I was watching it as much as I could. Hello, Bo. Talking about Bo. Guess what I got? I did get a little letter from our friend Bo, and we got some stickers from him. One from the Space Hub Bremen, which was kind of fun. Let's see if we can get focus on them. No focus. Maybe switch camera. I got the backup. We do this. This is from the Space Hub, with cats and dogs up in space, and then me in the middle, the donkey. And then we also got this one. Motorsports are dangerous. I think they're awesome. I think these two will look great on my track, so we will make sure we put them on my track. Thank you so much, Bo. Not that you had to send me anything. It's not that I'm not sending out stickers to get something back. Let's see, there's a focus. You watched the quali. Yeah, don't tell me. Don't tell me if you see anything on the quali. I'm need to watch it. Neil is here as well. Welcome. Yeah, but anyway, the NSR Eastern Championships, the racing last weekend was fun. Andrea was dominating again in all classes. Stream was good. I tried to rewatch the ending to get some results. I haven't seen any leader board from the results of that one yet. So I don't know where they're going to post it. So I'm kind of curious to see how different people did. Like how did Rahul, Massimo, and Joe, where did they end up in those different classes? But maybe we'll know one day. And as you can see, Nico is not here. No, he's working. And he's actually, it's been so crazy at his work, so he's actually going to go on a little vacation to warmer areas. Let's see what Bo wrote. Those are the Bremen City musicians in space. We just had a space congress. Ah, and the sticker and card is from the expo. Oh, that's cool. So that's unique, since it's a temporary thing, the space congress, and so that would be. Maybe I shouldn't put it up. Maybe it would be valuable at one point later on. But that's all fun. Yeah, so Nico is going on vacation now in the beginning of December to some warm countries and get some sun and relax. And then he's coming back right before Christmas. So we probably will not see them. Hello HSF, good to see you. Good to see you. So that's at least a lot of fun. What else is new? Well, we do have a little box to take a look at. It's going to be some fun stuff in there. But I do want to highlight one thing. Let's see if I can do this without wrecking everything here. I have a tendency to mess things up. Where is it now? I thought I had it here. There is, I know some of you are aware of this. There is a channel called Slot Pixels eBugs. It's a Spanish channel, and they have a lot of good news. Like an hour before I start, they have this slot news coming up and they talk about which cars are going to be released, are ready for shipping this week, and new models that will come later and so forth. It's always worth watching them, and it's dubbed, so it's dubbed into English, so it's understandable. So you have a AI generated voice. But then also this week he went to the Gaydon of Spain, the Gaydon Slot Car Festival, which is called Foroslot 2025, the winter edition. So he made a whole, I think it's, how long is it? Yeah, it's almost an hour's report from that show. And I recommend you to keep an eye on this channel. There's of course a lot of rally cars in there, since Spain they're crazy about the rally scene, with all kinds of special controllers for rally cars, etc., which we might not be so interested in. But yeah, so take a look at that, and maybe I should share. I found a couple of interesting pictures that I cut out from the video. So let's see what happens if I do this. And I do that, and I do cut. Now you can see this is just screenshots from his video. And this was one that's coming from Fly. It's a kind of tribute to Robert Redford, and with this old classic Porsche 911 with the skis on top from one of his films. And I thought it looks, as always, with Scaleauto, they look fantastic and they drive like crap. But you can always fix that. I've done that with 13 cars now. So that's all fun. But I'm really curious. That's probably going to end up in my collection. And then the good news is that they have a select number of cars where they actually collaborate with Scaleauto, which is called Fly Evo 3. And there's one example of the Ford Transit. The one that Nico got, that one will also be available soon with the Scaleauto chassis. And actually down here, the red car, this is the car that Nico had. He's been doing a couple of videos of this one on track. It's a Porsche 911, but they're going to get the Transit is coming out now with the Scaleauto chassis, and it basically it is the chassis that's the problem. So when they do that collaboration, fly cars will be awesome. And what's this then? This is from, oh, this is from Slot. This is from Slot, yes. They have, of course, a lot of rally cars, but I really like this one, the M8 from Slot. So that looks interesting, the Verstappen version. And here's an Audi R8. No, this is the Acura. Yes, the Acura that's coming from them as well, which is also really nice. I like the pink livery. I don't have any pink cars, so I'm probably going to pick up this one. The Honda NSX, or as in the US is known more as Acura NSX. I thought that was a cool looking car. And then we have from Scaleauto. This is from Scaleauto, right? Yeah, this is from Scaleauto. This is the Audi GT2 R8 GT2, and this is coming. Will be start shipping in about 10 to 15 days. So very shortly, this GT2 Audi R8 will be shipping. I like that. And oops, let's go back. Yeah, so that's the last one. Of some of the cool new things from them. No, sorry, this is all Scaleauto. Yeah, this is Scaleauto. I'm getting my, and this is the NSX, and this is the BMW IMSA car. These are Scaleauto cars. So probably a couple of more Scaleauto cars in my collection coming up. So do we see here? If I know the fairy tale of the Bremen City musicians, I do not. I have to check that out. The donkey, the dog, and the cat and the rooster. I have to check that out. I'm not aware of that fairy tale, Bo. I have a mission. I'm going to get Bo on Discord. So we're going to try to solve it in one somehow easy way. I'm still trying to figure out how to do it the easiest way, so we can get Bo on Discord, so he gets part of the community in Discord, and we can have some more chats in there. But I will come back to you, Bo, on that. What else do we have? Oh, I missed some here. Yeah, we got HSF. And oh, Chris is here as well. There we go. And the chat buddies, Fox and Wolves. Chris always shows up, and we got filthy little slots as well. The camera is losing focus. Maybe the camera has been taking a Friday drink already. That's not good. And there's the man, the myth, the legend. Yeah, there we go. The controversial. I think I've been poking around in all kinds of beehives, but I'm just doing it for fun and just to learn more and see how people react. So that's all good fun. But welcome, Filthy, like everyone else. We got a lot of hellos back and forth to each other. And here's Bo. Yeah, signed in on Discord and downloaded the data, but still have no clue to run it. Yeah, I know, we'll fix it. Maybe we just do it, I'll email you a Teams link, and then we just do a video call over Teams, and we'll try to figure it out, because I'm not going to say that I am the master of it all, but I'm sure we will figure it out, because it will be a lot of fun, because I've done this with Wolves, for example. I've had several hours long chats about everything and nothing. So it would be a lot of fun to have those chats with you as well, Bo. Because I got so many questions for you, and I'm not a good writer, writing long emails. It's just I don't have it in me. I don't know why, but it's just it's not there. But we'll get there, and it's gonna be a lot. I got so many questions. I'm so curious about some of the cars that you have as well. So yeah, I think it's going to be many hours that will be wasted there. But anywho, that was kind of the Foroslot. Yeah, so I again recommend Slot Pixels and Bugs. Go and check it out. There's a lot of interesting information in there, and you get the news very fast. I mean, it seems like he has good connections with the Spanish car makers like Scaleauto and so forth, so he gets some inside information. But with that said, let's take a look at some new shit over here in the segment we call new shit. I don't have any fancy slides or jingles or anything. I just save new shit, and then that's where we go. Whoops, that's the wrong. We need to have a different camera. That was actually a pretty cool effect, though. Look at that. Ooh, eternity. But let's do this instead with this camera. We have a box, and I was worried that this actually came today, not too soon, not much before we started the broadcast. So I got a little nervous. But this is again from Slot Car Union, and my French little friend. I'm gonna try to avoid tearing down the whole site. We got one small box with some Ortmann tires for the Verstappen car. We got, ooh, look at that. I got a new fancy sticker from them. That was awesome. Bam! My sticker collection together with Bo's awesome stickers. That's gonna be fun. Of course, candy, very, very important. It's just like Magnetic Racing's sending out Chew-Its. It's almost more fun to get the candy than the goods that you asked for. Let's see, there should be some more. Yeah, here we go. We got more Ortmann tires, and what they are for, you will see very, very soon. And then I got a bunch of magnets. See, stupid box over there. We got some Slotheads, a lot of slotted magnets. Yeah, I'm a magnet guy, and I know there is a difference, because I always keep on saying, but the magnets are they're simulating the downforce of a real car. That's partially true, because the downforce of a car is generated by the air. So the faster you go, the more downforce you get. With magnets, you have a static downforce, which is the same no matter how fast or slow you go. So it's not really simulating how real cars go. So I know. So I back down a little bit from my soapbox, and I'm not going to bug all the magless people. All of us, we enjoy our hobby the way we want, and I have totally respect for people who don't want them. And I have some cars with less magnets or no magnets, and I enjoy them as well. So okay, what's happening over here? I'm tearing down the place. Yeah, I am. So what do we have? We got one of these boxes. Maybe I should sit down, get comfortable or comfortable. What is this? Frames goes in and out. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I think we all recognize the size of this box. Should be a Carrera. And I mean, I ordered it, so I do know what it is. I'm not going to pretend that I don't know what it is. That's just silly. But I can be silly if I want to sometimes. Let's get some bubble wrap away. Nice fancy silk paper. And we got ourselves a BMW M1, the Kenwood version. And isn't that funny that earlier in the chat, what did Bo talk about? He has a graphic equalizer by Kenwood. And look at that. Maybe Bo is a psychic. He can see into the future. Damn right it's not any Revo. No Revos in my house, I tell you. I've had enough of those. I invested way too much time and way too much money on my F40. I mean, I have to. Sometimes you just have to cut your losses and stop the madness. We can't all love all the cars, and I'm not a Revo lover, so if others like it, they go ahead, enjoy, have fun. But this one, let's see, this is not a new car, it's not a new car model, this has been around for a while, but I bought it mainly, let's see, okay, there we go, come on, you can do it, come on camera, come on, work with me, no? Why won't you work with me? Well, it's a very fussy, fussy car. Come on, there we go. Then we put some light on it. There we go. This is a Group 5 car, so I bought this mainly for the racing in Slotsync. I didn't have any proper car, a Group 5 car that could run, so I bought this one. And I think I'm going to have some fun. So the tires that I got from Ortmans were for this car. So this one will get some new tires, we'll get them truing, and then off we go. What do we see here? I can see through the web. Yeah, exactly. You're the Matrix. Yeah, you also have the M1. Those are by far the loudest. Ooh, by Carrera. Next to the BMW Turbo. Well, that could be fun when I need to wake up the cat when she's sleeping all day. So, what do we say here? Magnets can make some cars fun to drive that are not enjoyable without hours of tuning. I agree, B-Rad. I totally agree. So yeah, I'm gonna drop it. Just, you know, for those of you who like magnets, have fun with them. For those of you who don't, enjoy it. But for me, there are some cars that are just more fun to drive with them. So yeah, we got it, Bo. You don't have to ride it. We know it's not. There's no 1/23 scale, but we understand. If you want to understand, you do understand. That's the key thing. So a new M1, we will get that tuned and with new tires. And then the last thing in the box for this one is a Scaleauto white kit. I've never built a white kit, so I think that's going to be fun to build a white kit from scratch. I'm going to do the whole hoopla with flattening the chassis and so forth. And of course paint it. I haven't decided yet how I'm going to paint it though. So what's included in a white kit? I've never seen this. Bags of stuff. More bags of stuff. And even more bags of stuff. And some more bags of stuff. And an instruction, hopefully. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at what's in here. Whoa. Get rid of that. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. It's a BMW M8. I like the shape of the M8. I've always liked it. There we go. Thank you, Filthy. Yeah, the BMW M1, it's not too shabby. I like it. It's going to be fun to race. Oh, that's right. Gaydon is this weekend. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun to see all the reports from it. White contents, we guess. Yeah, you bet. A lot of white contents, and hopefully, oh, this one is already screwed on, but it lacks a lot of parts, so I guess I have to build that. And the interior looks kind of rough. So this one's going to get a paint job. Maybe I start with that this weekend. I don't know, but the chassis looks fantastic. I'm going to take this apart and make sure it's all flat. Do the oven trick, put it in the oven with hot water and magnets and so forth and make it really flat. And maybe this could be my new GT3 car that I can race with. Exciting. Way too many bags of white stuff. With the interior in here, oh my god, that's going to be so... Steering wheel and so forth. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Updates will come on later Friday updates. But yeah, I thought at least it was fun to get one of those. And while we're at it, as I'm getting the tires for the my little RB20 Max Verstappen, I actually was really happy with everything, but as you can see, there are no front wheels on this one, and that's mainly because now that happened what happened to Roland in Slot Blog. This little thingy here cracked open, and I don't know if I can show that somehow. Get some light on here. But, oh come on, you had the focus, stop it. There we go. It's only like a little slit that goes here, where you put the front axle. So the front axle goes on top of this, and then you snap it on. Click. But on this side, there's no clickety action anymore, because this side plate has cracked in when I've been pushing it, I guess, too hard. So now this is all loose. So I need to somehow figure out the way to get that fixed. Otherwise, this one is a dead soldier. So this one, no clickety. On this side, we get click. And it sticks. So, yeah, a casualty. As we say in Spain, shit happens. What else? What else is new? All right. So, okay, what made me pick the M8 as my first white kit? Well, so I've always been a fan of the M8, the BMW M8s, and I owned one when it came in the early days. What's that, 90s? So long time ago when it came, and I thought it would be fun to have that as a white kit and just do a fun paint job on it. I got my airbrush. I'm going to airbrush something crazy on it. We'll see what it turns out. But so that's part of the reason. The second reason, which is probably the absolute most important reason, is that Slot Car Union actually had a sale on it. So I got a good price of it as well. So you know, I don't turn down a good price. So that's that. Tight ass, we might call me. But let's not. So what do we have here? That's from B-Rad Scaleauto 124 rolling chassis arrives today. Ooh la la, that's exciting. That's cool. Yeah, that's right. I know you ordered a whole bunch of stuff as well. So that'll be interesting to see. Yeah, I'm not happy about the new F1s by Carrera. This is one. Well, so I know that you are not happy with it, and I was hoping that you were wrong, but I can confirm that you're right. I had big hopes, and I really tried to believe in Carrera that they would deliver a fun car. I mean, I have the old Silver Arrow from Mercedes with Hamilton, and I have Vettel's Ferrari, and they run perfectly, no issues at all. And I was really hoping that this new Max Verstappen would be well, but unfortunately, you're right. It is Maschine kaputt. It is Maschine kaputt. It probably will end up being a shelf queen unless I can fix it somehow. So, what does Neil say? Instructions with my last NSR white kit. Yeah, I guess they can be sometimes difficult to see, but we'll see. I'll just use pour a whole bunch of super glue on it and just take all the parts and just pat them together. And we'll see. Yeah, sales always make things better. Yeah, that's true. And if it would have been a sale of, for example, on a Revo slot, I would not buy it. But now this was an M8, so if you have the sale on the right things, I'm on it. And what did Bo order? Oh, the slotted DTM. Oh, nice, nice. I've seen that one. That looks really, really awesome. So I've been looking at that. What do I? yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, Filthy, but yeah. So be careful with the RB20. I like it. It looks fantastic. It's absolutely amazing, but we do have a bit of an issue here, a little bit of kaput or broken, as Bo says. So they need to be driven carefully and not too aggressively. So not like all other cars. So yeah, it looks kind of funky doodle dandy. It's all crooked, but it makes a fantastic shelf queen if nothing else. Looks good. Let's talk a little bit about Slotsync Racing. I'm gonna take myself a little drink. My little small glass of vodka here. No, it's not vodka, it's just water. Staying hydrated. So, what do we got? Well, maybe I jump over to a different camera. Maybe we do this. Look at that. It's me. Hello. Here's what's happening this week. I need to look at this one because I can't see. Yeah, so I need to look at this one. So this week, this week's cars, the challenges in the championship in Slotsync is slotted prototypes. So I'm driving the Acura, and then for NSR it's F1. So I'm driving the Schumi version, the 7-Up livery, and it's NASCAR. So there I have my one and only NASCAR, the next gen Raptor. So those three, I have now driven the short challenge, the regular racing, which is 13 laps on my track. So I've done that and I entered those numbers. And next I need to do the endurance, which is 20 minutes racing on with each one of these. And that starts today. So it's today and tomorrow. You got 2 days to do the endurance ones. And next week it's all modern GT. So I have used the slotted Maserati, but now I'm going to prepare this Nissan GTR from Slotted. So that's going to be my new modern GT car for the slotted class. And for the Carrera modern GT, I'm driving my Porsche RSR, and it is Porsche, not like the Aussies mispronounced it, but I saw that Bo was on the case and he made sure that they pronounced it correctly with the Porsche. And for NSR, I have the McLaren. I know a lot of people like the Corvette, but I like I guess I have tuned the McLaren better than I have tuned my Corvette. Let's put it that way. I'll go back and revisit the Corvette C8 and see if I can make it run any better. But then another big news that's happening in December is that they are introducing more cars. So they are now introducing MR slot cars, and I have one of those, and it's the Jaguar. And I'm already started to prepare this one for next week's racing. And then they're also introducing the Scaleautos. So I am currently working on preparing these two, the Cadillac and the Peugeot. And I haven't decided which one of these I will use as my representative for the Scaleauto class. So, yeah, not a lousy car. Oh well. So one of those two will represent Scaleauto during next week's slot challenge. So I always keep one rack for this week's cars and then one rack for next week. And what I do with the next week, I make sure that I prepare them, I go through them, make sure they're all tuned up well and the tires are clean and they're greased up and oiled up and so forth, and ready for racing the week after. And it's a lot of fun because that gives me time. I mean, I have some fun racing these guys, and in between the racing, because you can't race all the time, and then I'm preparing all these cars for next week's, and then it's going to be racing with 5 cars next week in 5 different classes. So that's all fun. Let's switch back. Put my little camera over here. Whoops. Let's see. Did I not switch over? Yeah, I saw that. I saw you were. they got all testy about it, Porsche and so forth. That was fun. Go for the Cadillac. Yeah, right now the What? What's going on here? Oh no, now I see what's going on. I have to do this. Ah, crazy. Yeah, so the Cadillac is number 1 right now. It's in the lead of being the representative, but I still have a couple of more days before I decide, and I'm going to give both of them a fair chance. But right now the Cadillac is ahead of the Peugeot. What is slightly mad? You're dealing with Melbourneites, Bo. Yeah. Oh, Mike, hello. Oh, happy that you woke up. And yeah, we're hanging out here and chilling. And I must say, for those of you who have not been in the channel of Mike's little shop of hobbies, go there and visit him. There was your latest video, Mike, really hit my heart. I mean, it really touched my inner parts. And since I know you're also a vet, you're a Marine, and so I know there's some grit in you. Hoo-ha! But you've been going through some really, really tough periods in your life, and how you opened up and how you shared that information with the community was really, really nice. And that's also where Wolves, he wrote a really nice comment on your video, and which really made me confirm how good of a person Wolves is. It was a very, very nice comment. So if nothing else, go check out the video, read Wolves' comment, and that's what it's all about. It's caring for each other and just being there. Sometimes we just need to be there to listen and confirm that we've heard and just be there for each other. And we're all going through some tough patches in life, and sometimes they're tougher than others. So it's really it makes me really, almost tear-eyed, but it makes me so happy to see, first of all, Mike opening up and sharing, but I also really enjoyed how some of the comments, like especially from Wolves, how you commented on that video. There's so much shit going on with war and everything with the inflation and what have you, but it's moments like this where you still have hope for humanity, showing that there are wolves in Australia on the other side of the world caring for an unknown person across in the US. So that's how we all should behave and to each other. So it's really makes me happy. So anyway, Mike, hang in there and do your utmost to stay strong as you can. It's nothing wrong to be weak, but you don't give up. That's the main thing. Don't give up. And if you ever need anything, brother, just let me know. If you need someone to talk to, or you just have someone, an ear that listens, just let me know. It's we're here for each other, and we'll get through it. Chris, yeah. Let's see, capture up. Exactly, and that's what I like, because the two syndromes that you mentioned, they're not the most common. It's not like a cold and a flu, and if someone feels that they have these type of symptoms, you're raising awareness about it. So I really appreciate that. It's really is key. So that's really good. Awareness is key. Yeah. That's true. Slightly mad, but then again, it's also you did something really good there, just by making comments. So no giving up, and yes, there we go. That's the spirit. And if you ever need us, if you need to chat with two old farts, get on Discord, and Wolves and I will be there. We spend sometimes we can sit for 2-3 hours and just talk about nothing and everything. So yeah, that's. It's a lot of fun, and I think it's so important. Yeah, I hope it gets better. Mike is always here for anyone. Yeah, so that's really appreciated. I think it's so nice to see how strangers, how we can help each other. So it's like Filthy said, it's a great global community, and it's anything from physical, or if it's mental or anything, we all have our shit that we drag around with, and so that's cool. I forget I'm on there though. Yeah, no, and even if you don't publish any content, you're still part of the community, so that's all good. And post-war traumas are heavy. Yeah, well, I'm one of them. I have my PTSD from my 12 years, and it goes up and down, but it's literally every night I wake up and I have dreams or nightmares, reliving situations that I've gone through, and when you're in the service, you do shit and you see shit that normal people do not, and nobody really should see it. So I sleep 2 to 4 hours per night maximum. That's all I can do, and then I wake up and it's hard for me to fall back asleep. You're all full of adrenaline because you are in that specific scene that you've lived through earlier, And so that's why I'm always on chats, and I can watch these 24-hour streams and across the. I just need a couple of hours of sleep every day, and then that's about it. So it's it's tough. It's not easy to put yourself out there, but it's so important to do that. And like you did, it's it's creating awareness, but it's also creating awareness amongst us in the community. If there are anyone that wants to, like me or Wolves, if you need someone to chat with or talk, we're here. So it's so important. This is becoming a exactly. We all have baggage. It's not weak to speak. That's true. It's strength, and there's nothing. I mean, it's nothing to. It's not taboo, nothing to hide or anything. I mean, we all have gone through things, and the key is that we work with it. We try to get better, and that's also why I'm doing my slot car, because it keeps my mind off all the other bad shit. I mean, it's been tough. So yeah, I've worked a lot with Marines, and I've a lot with the U.S. Special Forces or NATO Special Forces, as we've been collaborating or having collaboration with NATO forces for so many years. And I did one of the things I did that I started my career in, that I can't. Some things we can talk about, some things we can't talk about, but the things I can talk about, I was part of a group. It's a small group of 6 people, and our job was to go behind enemy lines and bring home down the pilots. And since that's our specialty, they drop us off, we find the pilot and bring them back home. And since that's a very specialized unit, we don't have that many pilots in Sweden that get down behind enemy lines, because we don't really have any enemies, as we're trying to be neutral. But we went and picked up other NATO pilots, so we got to do that in all kinds of areas. And then also there were occasions, for example, in Mali, when the shit hit the fan there, then we were put in there to bring back the embassy personnel, because they were not evacuated in time. So we had to go in and take the embassy personnel back from troubled zones. So we did a lot of that. So and after that, I moved into a different area that we can't really talk about. So, but we'll cover that maybe sometimes. Every country that sends out their forces should take good care of them when they return. Well, so here's a funny thing that I've learned. I mean, this world is harder than everyone. I totally agree. But for example, Sweden, we're not that good at it. But for example, if I'm in the US, I still have my military ID and so forth. So I get a lot more benefits or being taken care of in the US than I do get in Sweden, which is kind of surprising to me. So, but in the US, I can get there's special discounts for veterans, and when there's boarding, they call me up, and I can pre-board airplanes before everyone else and so forth. So there's a lot of these small things. Only worked with NATO in Iraq. Okay, yeah, no, and we have the yearly subarctic training for the U.S. Special Forces. So they come actually to Sweden, and we go way up north, and we have some exercises in cold, not surviving cold area, but actually get shit done in cold weather. So that was a lot of fun. But I think we are now fairly off track from slot cars, but I just felt I had to take it out up when you joined us, Mike, because I thought it was a great video. It was one video of the week, so I really appreciated that. And Bo, yeah, so somewhere in Nam, Nam, I can't even imagine how that was, but there's always some shit going on in the world. But anywho, but that brings me back to maybe one thing. There are a lot of different channels. They're talking about how do we bring in new people into the hobby, that, or how can we make sure that we have younger people coming into the hobby. But I have a theory. I might be completely wrong. This is only a theory and it's not tested, but my theory is that slot cars is mainly for, you know, old farts like myself, because we have, when we move over into the old fart territory, we have time and we have money, more than you have when you're, you know, 12, 14 years old. You have less time and you have less money. But now we have time and we have time, we have money, and we have some limitations in, you know, we're not, our bodies are not 18 years old anymore. We can't go out and race, but we can live. This conversation proves, and we're right to talk about it. Yeah, I've got the same recommendation. I need to talk about it as well. And I guess I haven't talked about it enough, but I feel as well, when I saw your video, inspired to open up and talk a little bit more about it, because it helps. It helps a lot. So much appreciated. So yeah, it's a show vulnerability. I agree, and ask for help. It's that is tough. You refuse to serve. Okay. But then again, like in hospitals, that's also needed. So that's also good. So as long as we do something for the community and so forth, it doesn't have to be. All people are not suited for. Well, maybe nobody is for military life and so forth. But anyway, yeah. So getting new people to the hobby should be more to address people, you know, that are getting older and they're getting close to the border of getting into the old fart territory, and maybe that's where we get the new members and more people into the hobby, is to target the old farts. So all these silly toy car channels and videos are great therapy and distraction, and I totally agree. It works very, very well for me. I can, you know, I spend time watching the worldwide slot car chat and so forth. I even look at old episodes. I look at all the streams that, you know, the Aussies are doing or the Joe Herrera is doing and so forth, and they distract me from what's happening up there in the little coconut up there. So it's definitely good. She was sent to working camp and was abused, mistreated, and this is it's terrible, Bo. First responders don't have to be on the field. I know exactly. So enough people. Yeah. It also helps if you're mad. Definitely, Wolves. I'm in that category as well, and I also had so many good inspirational and motivational chats with you on Discord, so I really appreciate that. So the young people who try my track, they love it. Not sure they want to invest in the hobby like us old farts. Yeah, and I think that's the problem. They can't invest either in it. So that's the problem. Maybe even if they want to, but there's so many other things that they need in their life at that time that, you know, it's a lot of money that we put in our tracks. So I think it's I don't know. I think targeting old farts is much better. I'm crazy. Yeah, that's true. I think crazy is the new black. It works with everything. Like, you know how, you know, women had their little black thing, if that black clothes with black works with everything, and that crazy is the new black. It works with everything. So as long as we don't let it drag us down and that we talk about it, I think that's important. And then we all find our channels on how to do it. If it's out racing with a new mobility chair like you did, and or if it's working with doing with slot cars and stuff. Hey, Joe is here, my buddy. I'm so curious to hear more about your racing. So I think you're not doing car tunes tomorrow, right? You're skipping that. And if that's not happening, when will we hear? I want to hear how it was. So let's see how the racing was in the Eastern Conference, Eastern Championship. Oh, you have some minor strokes. Okay, I got it. Yeah. Yeah, that's I think they're called TIAs or something like that. But yeah, that's not fun at all. But hey, since we're all crazy, we can all have some fun together. You know, yeah. I think knowing that many others are dealing with issues helps us deal with our own. I totally agree, because sometimes you feel that you're so alone with your issues, and you're not. I mean, it's probably, I mean, if we go through this chat, I think most of us have some kind of issues that we're dealing with, and so it's all cool. I think it's good to know that you're not alone, and it's also good to talk about it, so to cover it. And then we have a whole bunch of hellos for Joe. Yeah, and here we got confirmation. Yeah, totally agree. Me too, Brad. No crew tomorrow. Next Saturday. Oh, but that makes, yeah, I put in this rescheduled appointment in my calendar, but now I have to change that. Damn you, Joe. But yeah, I'm looking forward. I miss your chats, miss your tunes. I want to hear the report from the race on how that went. The lunatic is on the rise. Yeah, exactly. Oh, all us crazies are taking over. I totally agree. But so, yeah. So what did we talk about? Yeah, there's an F1 race going on. We talked about Slotsync, on how I work with it. I pick out my cars for a specific week. For example, I'll try not to. This is this week's cars. Let's see if we can make it the camera to focus. No, forget it. So I'm racing with those. I'm going to start tonight and tomorrow with the endurance races for them. And at the same time during this week, I start preparing next week's events. And with it's mainly modern GT for Slothead, NSR, and Carrera. And then introducing MR Slot Car and Scaleauto all cars. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Talking and listening is so helpful. Yeah. It can never heal those damages, no, that's true, but it does help. If it's both as a distraction and also get your mind off and think about something else than troubles. So I think talking and listening. So, hey, Joe is free. Well, why don't we bring him in? Let's see, how do we arrange this? Well, I need to if I invite the guest, I copy that, go to Discord, and I'll send you a link. Yo, where are you? There you are. And then we pop in a link. And then we'll see if we get Joe online. Maybe, maybe not. I'm too fast typewriting, yeah. Yeah, Joe is free. Let's see. He's free and easy. Let's see. I've sent him the link. Let's see if we can get him online to hear about his continued racing career. We can build our own little places where we have control. A great way to step away from reality for a while. I totally agree. Joe, are you off again? Yeah, no, I think he's just been out hunting and racing, so I think they need to land and focus on getting stuff done, I guess. So that's why they're not doing the cartoons tomorrow. We'll see. We'll give him some time to set up stuff. I guess he needs to kickstart computers and cameras, etc. Yeah, we're here on this planet to help each other out. That's what it's all about. Yeah, if more people would understand that, then the world would be a better place. I totally agree. And the funny thing, it doesn't cost anything to listen. It doesn't cost anything to write the comment on someone's video or so forth. It's so easy. Deciphering some surprises, some as I dropped out. Yeah, I think there's school doesn't necessarily make you smart. You can already have it in your head. So we have 3.5 acres, and the neighbors are just far enough away, and we don't watch any news. Well, so I tell you about my escape hole. I have a place where I go maybe 5-6 times a year. I have 250 acres in Tennessee, and it's in the middle of nowhere. It's just forest, mountains, and that's where I have my little shed, and I go and just be alone when needed. So, oh yeah, Joe is looking for his lab coat. Exactly. Let's see. I'm going to make sure that I sent the link. I've done everything correctly. So when he needs his lab coat, look at that. Look who is here. Add to scene, and then let's do something like this. Oh, we got too many.
What's happening? Can you hear me?
What's happening? I can hear you loud and clear. Look at you. We thought you were looking for your lab coat.
It's behind me. I can go get it.
Oh, so much fun.
How's it going,
Good to
man?
see you, Joe.
You too, guys. You too.
Yeah, I saw you briefly flash by in the stream with your slot car merch. You had the hoodie on.
Oh, with
Slot car dudes.
yeah, soccer. Yeah, I brought it.
Yeah,
I brought
Nico's
it.
hoodie. So that was fun. Yeah,
Turn on
there
this
you
light.
see, you get your highs from SPD Steve, and they can not only hear you, they can also see you. That's also good.
Nice. Good,
You
good,
got
good.
Mike.
I took.
So tell me, how was it? This was your
Mike.
second big race, right?
Well, yeah. So this was my second actual event.
Yeah.
But first ever like analog race where you had to do one 5-minute stints in each lap, which
Yeah.
was still about 40 minutes, right? So if you 40 minutes plus the wait time plus the switch over, so it was pretty it was long. It was definitely something new to experience. I mean, if anybody hasn't done that yet, if there's an event in your area, I would really recommend just go for the fun, just experience it, right?
Exactly. Or B-Rad picks up something important and you got your sponsorship displayed.
I do.
It remove that so we can get good exposure for you on the Quick Slicks t-shirt.
Well, I
So
literally, I was in my pajamas and I just came back in, and if you notice, the GRL table is no longer behind me. So I've got
no,
this
that's fine.
huge mess. I got to put all this back in order, and 'cause we realize we're having guests for the holidays, right? So Jen's like, that table's got to go, and I'm like, okay. I managed to put it in that door in the cold room. I just posted it on Facebook. You'll see what it looks like. And I'm like, huh.
I thought it was you had to sleep down there. You were not allowed in the bedroom anymore.
There's that too. I mean, there's that too. So I'm not allowed in the
With
guest
the
room.
box that you came home with from the race, with way too many cars.
But those cars, I didn't buy them at the race, right? Jen asked me the right
exactly.
question.
They
She's
were
like,
given to you, and they fell on you, and
well, I'm not going to say what, but she asked me. She said, "How many? You tell me the truth. How many did you buy at the event?" And I'm like, "Truth be told, just one." And that's the truth. At the event, I only bought one. Actually, and I'll show it to you, Anders, which one I bought, because I think you have it. Number 6.
yeah. Bo asked, "Did you have fun marshalling, Joe? You often look tired there."
Yeah, the marshaling is something, right? I did like triple stints, double stints for people because of the extra classic race. And once you get off that podium and you race, you don't, that those guys are tired. And there's a lot of, I don't want to say anything, but there was a lot of elderly guys who are older, maybe like some knee problems or back problems. So you're like, okay, let me go in. I had a pinch back as well, so I was fine. But every time I went quick, I was like, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But you want to focus. You don't want to mess anybody up. Like that's the biggest stress is trying to mess somebody up and put their car in the wrong lane or whatnot. But it was well organized. The stickers were there. I have my box of goodies here that I race with, the controller. We can talk about that if you want. But marshalling is something you really like. It's fun. It's actually quite fun. And,
because you have to constantly be on call, because every time any of the cars pass, right, you have to be like a cobra to put it back as fast as possible. So it must be mentally exhausting.
Oh, for sure. But at the same time, you can't. You have to like just be composed. Out, cars off. You do your best, make sure, because you don't want to put your hand if you got to reach across and hit another car. Sometimes the car crashes, and these guys like, they don't see it, so they start dragging the car down the track. Then you see the car go into someone else's lane. You got to yell, rider blue, rider yellow. People are like, yellow, blue, and they're like, the car's blue. What lane do you want me to put it in? You're looking up trying to see who's yelling at you, and some guys are just like, can you put it in blue, please? And I'm like,
yeah.
What'd you say? They're just calm and composed, and they're like, blue, please. And I'm like, I really can't hear you. Like, I don't know what you're saying.
I have a dog. She can hear you, but I can't.
Exactly. So people are like so nice and polite. So sometimes it's too polite. Like, I'm not going to get mad if you're yelling from the stands. It's because nobody wants to. You'll get disqualified if you're rude. That's rule number one. You get mad at anybody, whatever, you're out. Like, there's zero tolerance for that. So I think people were just trying to be nice, but at the same time, it's like, yell. It's okay. Like, I'd always say thank you right after. Because I like crashed like a million times. I'm like, thank you. I'm like, really sorry, guys. Thank you. And then we were so close to one another on that podium.
It looked like really tight. It was not enough space up there, right?
I said it on the Discord, and I'm like, I was very, very appreciative of everybody having excellent hygiene because we were all in course quarters. So the only thing I didn't like, at one point I saw the video back, and I was leaning because my back was hurting, so I was leaning forward. And I couldn't do my sway. I couldn't.
Exactly. I do the same thing when I'm following the car. I'm swaying like that as well, like a palm tree in the wind. So I do sway as well when I race. But here's tips from Bo. If it happens with the pinch back, sit on a chair, bend your upper body forward in a 45 degrees. Stay that way for 2 minutes with your head straight up. Okay.
What it really was actually learning the controller and getting it to holding it properly because of all the weight. That after the third stint, like my hand cramped up all here, and I'm like, what is this? Like, I've been racing forever. Since when do I get cramps in my hand? But you don't realize like you're focusing and you're racing and you're. And someone else was talking about that too.
I just realized I did this, and I saw you doing this, and I was like, "What is he doing?" And then I remembered.
Right? So I'm holding my controller. Now I don't have to worry about switching lanes. So I'm just like,
Yeah, exactly.
But after a while, a lot of the times I just wanted to hold my hand and focus, and I'm like, my hand's shaking.
Controller. That's
it's pretty decent. Cool. This is the Falco 302. I got this from Slot Car Corner.
Wow.
These are my settings now for the wood track that I race here. and I'm just starting to dive deep into the chips here, the homage, and changing them out. And I tried a bunch, and there's like guys, it's a rabbit hole within rabbit hole within a rabbit hole, but it's
Yeah, exactly. Never-ending rabbit hole. That looks really cool.
yeah.
But does that work on your Carrera track, or is that only for the wood tracks? Yeah, only for the wood tracks.
It's only for, so it's funny because I didn't realize Axle Box, because there's two, there's Omni Slot Box and there's Axle Box that has the well, I installed this. I mean, I custom
Gotcha.
it's the clips
Yeah,
that has the XLR or the triple, the pure analog connection, right? So I'm thinking like I have the Texlot box, which is
yeah,
fine because I get to use the Carrera and I get to, but if I want to practice my controller, yeah, it's fine. I have the Wood Club now, but it's not like I can go anytime I want. This is at someone's
yeah,
house,
yeah, yeah.
so it's a little different. So I'm
So
thinking,
Fast joined us
nice, hey Ron.
as well. That's cool. Yeah. So where is it? There it is. I need to take it away. So confused. But yeah. So and I must again. I thank you, Joe, because I bought one of these, the Frankenslot, the wireless ones. And I'm
Nice.
like, okay, how does this work? And I thought, I'm sure Joe has, I mean, you have everything. So I'm sure he's done a video about it. And very much so, I found it, there it was. And it was so simple and clear, exactly, okay, how do I program it, change, what is the different functions? Here's, mode 1, mode 2, mode 3, and now it's up and running, and I love it. It's really
For
nice.
honestly,
But
this controller, this DeFalco controller, is worlds apart. There is just something
absolutely, yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
analog controllers where it's like I always think of that movie, that '80s movie with the Nintendo glove, and that kid puts a Nintendo glove and he's got like full control power.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what that
yeah,
feels like. But after comparing that, honestly, Frankenslot for me, I have true speed controllers. They're great. They don't give me as much sensitivity as the Frankenslots do. For digital racing, my personal opinion, Frankenslot blows it out of the park.
yeah,
And
I love it. I love it as well. So I got another one uh, ordered because I've been only using. Well, I have the Ramjet X as one, and then the rest are the regular wireless from Carrera. But Frankenslots,
so let me ask you something then, because you're using the Ramjet and it's wired. Right? Do you feel a delay in the Frankenslot at all with your car?
I feel less of a delay compared to the Carrera ones. The Carrera ones have a larger delay than the Frankenslot, and it's so little that it doesn't concern me. But yeah, when I use the Ramjet and I'm hooked onto the CU, it's more direct.
Okay.
I feel, but it's and it did bug me with the Carrera ones, but with the Frankenslot, it's so little now, so it doesn't make a difference.
I don't wanna poop on Carrera, but once you go Frankenslot or even Ramjet or
Forget
even
it. Yeah.
you just don't go back.
You can't yeah, exactly. You try it once and you don't touch the other ones after that. It's just the way it is. But
It's one of those things where people are like, yeah, but it's expensive, and I'm like, my soapbox for that is sacrifice two cars and
yeah,
get your enjoyment level that much higher, so you can enjoy the cars you already have, even if it's two cars, even if you only
yeah,
have two cars. You want to enjoy those cars more, buy that controller. That's my 2 cents. I
yeah.
make no money
Well,
from Frankenslot. I am not sponsored by
yeah, no, me
Frankenslot.
neither. But so Bo made a comment that Frankenstein, if wired, works on analog tracks. Well, so my digital track, I have the axle box, so I go from between digital and analog, and I just program this one to track 1 and another one to track 2, and it works both in analog mode or digital mode. So it's no problem at all.
What
I
what
did change
you have the
two.
axle box, right?
I got an axle box, yeah.
Okay. Did you get the version where you can plug in the actual analog controller?
No,
No,
I never thought I would need that, so I just got
no, that's fine.
the regular one, yeah.
Cool.
But at least I can switch easy now between analog and digital. And look at me,
White kid.
yeah, white kid, Scaleauto, the BMW. Let's see, can we get some focus? No,
I'm trying
no,
not to.
camera is stupid. Yeah, no, anyway. It's earlier in the video, but yes, I bought a white kit, so I'm going to do some crazy paint work on it and flatten the chassis and have it as my Scaleauto representative in Slotsync.
Is that an RS chassis or an R?
This is the R. This is the. Let's see now.
Let me see it. Let me look at it.
This is the Inflex 2.0 chassis. Where is the camera here?
That's an So it's an. I believe that's an RS.
Yeah. So.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are really nice chassis.
They are, absolutely. And so I'm just going to make some crazy paintwork on it and then have it as my representative. Now that you're opening up on Slotsync Racing for MR slot car and Scaleauto cars.
Yes.
So that happens now in the 1st of December, right? Next week.
Yes. I've been away, so Pete's been taking care of a lot of that. But yeah, I just got a brand new, when I went to go see Ernie, I got his new 333 SP Ferrari in the Momo livery.
What?
You want me to get it? Do you mind if I just go?
Yeah. Go get it. Go get it.
Oh, my back.
Yeah, they are faster in the latency. I agree. And so what do we have? B-Rad. Oh, you don't have the 3 lowest discs anymore. Bam. Oh, dang. That's bad. Well, I broke my neck in service on 2 places, so had a pretty bad accident. So it's actually disc 2 and 3 and 6 and 7, they're fused together. So I have limited movements. I can't move the head. I can't turn it more than this. So that's the limit. So kind of stiff, but that's all memories, souvenirs, as I say, that we get from being out there. Oh, here we go.
So
Look at that. That is badass. Nice.
because I need to tune it up because.
And don't tune it up too well, because then you're gonna beat the crap out of me in the slot sync. Because my representative next week will be this guy.
Nice. You got the Jag?
Yeah. So
Those cars are really good runners.
Yeah. So hopefully that will do some damage. This week I'm preparing next week's cars. Look at that. Let me focus. Yeah, look at that. So nice. Love that livery.
Yeah, me, Massimo, and Raul all have the same car, and she goes well. She goes well. I'm a little confused on how to. I don't know. So it's funny, right? And maybe this is how. Okay, this is how it's supposed to go. For the pod. Sorry, I'm not in my head.
I saw that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Pod, okay. So I had it like this, and for the longest time, I thought that I heard somebody say that your pod should move back and forth, and I was like, I think that's a little awkward that the pod should move like side to side. You kind of, in my head, I always wanted the pod to move like this, not.
Oh yeah,
way.
but so I've heard that side movement is actually good movement when you can move it a little bit side to side. So if I look at my Scaleautos, it's some of them it's more predominant, but you can move it sideways. So I loosen it up always a little, so I can have a little bit of sideways movement, but not too much in the front. So the front I keep tight, but in the back,
I'm kind of liking the triangle pivot type of deal. However, after talking, it's hard because I'm going to call them the American guys and then my French connection, right? There's 2 ways of thinking here, and there's a lot of information. Exactly with the NSRs, right? The NSRs are like mine goes up and down a little bit, but there is definitely back and forth, and that's why these guys are putting tape. I'm like, why do you guys keep putting tape I'm not
Yeah.
understanding. They're like, because we don't want the side to side. We just want this. So the side to
Oh,
side gets buffered, and we want the wheels. So when the car turns, the weight is getting, depending again on where your body float is, right? So
mm-hmm.
Andreas puts his cars, the NSRs are straight down the middle.
Yeah.
So this is a nice back and forth. You can't really see that, but
Yeah. No, I see that. Yeah.
back and forth. So the car, and I'm like, well, that's what I had originally thought. But then, so the tape, because I always saw the tape, and this is just a hang up in my head. If you put tape, you're cheating or you're putting a band aid. But really, it's to stop the back and forth and to really help that pod just keep that movement. And I'm like, okay, so that's something I got to start testing. And these 25K motors,
Yeah.
like
The sharks, the shark
oh,
25Ks.
like
Come on, let's see. Can I?
not even, yeah.
Oh no. What if I do this? There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's all fun.
I mean, on
Oh,
plastic track, on high grip, no
yeah.
problem. But
Yeah.
on slippery track, my car was
It's spinning.
out of nowhere. Right, I miscalculated. I misjudged how well the silicones were going to work on Scaleauto track. In my head, I'm like, hey, plastic and silicone, let's go.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Scaleauto track, if you run your fingers over the Carrera track, you get a little bumps, right?
yeah,
And it's
yeah,
almost perfectly flat. So silicones, nice and flat. They're going to give you awesome grip. You know. So in my head, I'm like, well, Scaleauto is not like Polycar. Polycar is like you can grate a lemon on Polycar. Grate
yeah.
citrus or whatever, grate your fruit, grate carrots,
Yeah.
and you can use it as a grater. But on Scaleauto track, it's kind of like somebody just turned up the intensity of those little bumps on the Carrera track. In my head, it didn't click. You want a soft compound to be able to grab as you're spinning, right? So I
Like
got
foam
fooled.
or rubber or similar. Yeah.
Absolutely. So my chassis choice was incorrect.
Ah,
I went with the super hard, and I
yeah.
should have probably opened up because these are the silicones they gave us for the event.
Yeah.
And it's not that the silicones didn't perform. It was just you have to calculate, you have to compensate for that, and that's what I really learned. I'm like, okay, so silicones on Scaleauto are you need to help them out a bit to get that grip.
Yeah.
So putting a 25K motor is probably not a good idea. it's like too much power for not enough grip, right?
Not enough grip. Yeah. Yeah. I've just started to replace all my Carrera cars to urethane
Mhm.
tires. I'm getting the Ortman urethane. So I have, every order of some cars, there's always a couple of bags of tires from Ortman.
Nice.
And I really like them. They're really fun to drive. It's enough grip, but not too much. And they're easily accessible. That's the key thing. And you can true them, you can shape them,
Are you
get the
truing
little
them?
radius. Huh?
Are you truing them? Yeah.
Yeah, 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 absolutely, absolutely. So I true them, and I got one of those. It's down here. I got one of those cheapo truers.
It works.
It works really well. I mean, you pop this one on the track, and then what the crap did I lose now?
I heard that from here.
Yeah, something. Hope it wasn't anything important, but yeah. So then you put the car here, and you can move this slider back and forth if I true 143 cars, 132, or all the way for 124 cars.
There
And
you
then
go.
you have these are replaceable, and just spin away.
Wait till you start getting into axle kits and you can start truing those tires one by one.
Yeah, I know. It will come. It will come. We all know it. It's just a matter of time. But yeah, that works, and then good enough for me to have some fun cars to drive. But I think most my cars, I have a few left, but those cars I really don't like. But all the other cars have new tires, so it's been a massive tire investment.
Oh, it's
And I have a big box with all the old tires. Just throw them in there. Never know. One day you might want to pull them out.
the OCD starts going, and I'm like looking at all these guys, going, okay, maybe it's one thing I'm like, oh, maybe I should be investing in this, and I definitely want rubber, and I definitely really like the if I'm going to switch, I'm going to switch to the NSR rubber, and then all of a sudden the track guys have it, and they're they rave and rant about it, but they mix. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, well, my cars have silicone. They're like, that's fine. You can mix silicone and rubber on the wood track, and I'm like, really? They're like, we have not seen a difference. We have done 24-hour races, and nobody's over winning anybody because of their tires. They're
Yeah.
like, don't
No.
even worry about it. Don't even stress about it. There's like, I think there's one guy in the club who that you're not allowed silicone at all,
Yeah.
and the other guys are like, some cars have silicone, some have rubber. We don't care. It's whatever. So
Yeah.
depending if it's a specific class that for the rules, they're like, it's all good. But they swear by NSR. They swear by NSR. So it's
Yeah.
like, okay, I got to follow what they're going with, right? So
Yeah, I tried Revo slots, Ultra grips, and I tried NSRs, and they're really really good. Urethanes, I found them for the money that you pay, you get really really good cars.
mhm.
Hey, Slot Car Heaven, welcome to the channel. Cool channel name. Yeah, actually, it's the name of my cat. Her name is Lucy, and she's very very furry. She's a Maine Coon, so I thought her last name should be Fur. And then of course it's fun play with words, Lucy Fur.
That's I like his logo. I like your logo, dude. Slot Car Heaven. That's cool.
Yeah, exactly. That's also really cool. And here we go. Yeah, get all the highs to everybody. So that's cool.
I didn't
So
say
yeah, so where did you end up? I want to know how did it go for you in the
hi.
race? Because I haven't found any leaderboards or anything.
It's
I
there.
haven't.
It's on Facebook. It's on the Home Racing World forum. I guess I should have
Okay.
posted it in the Discord. And that's kind of. I thought I did. I thought I did post it in Discord. I didn't.
I haven't seen it.
Uh,
I need to
I
look
have
better.
it. I didn't do. Okay, so well, I'll do it this way. I didn't do as. I did better than I thought I was going to do. I wasn't last,
Yeah.
so good, right? But Raul
It's
really.
your first wood track race. I mean, it's your
It's not a wood
first.
track. It was a Scaleauto plastic track.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it
I
was your
went
first
in.
analog lane
Yeah,
by lane type of
and
track
I went
race.
in really. So what happened was there was a mix-up, and I'm just, I had gone to the washroom. I come out and I'm walking. I'm just saying hi to people and just walking, and people are all of a sudden start yelling at me. Hey, you got to go on. You got to go on. What are you talking about? They're like, you're up, and I'm like, already? I'm like, I thought we weren't doing GT yet, and they're like, no, we're doing classic. I'm like, guys. So I run up to the podium and I'm like, I I don't have a car in classic. Why are you calling me up? And Marty's like, no, you got to go on, and I'm like. And then so Mike from Cloverleaf and Quick Slicks, he's like, well, you're sponsored anyways, just go. He's like, you're here to race, just race. We're sponsoring you, just do it. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
yes sir. And then so he comes out, he goes, here's the car you're going to use. He goes, this is the car, and he yells it in front of everybody. This is the car that won last year. You're racing it, and I'm like, why are you giving me that? I hope you're joking. Like I hope you're absolutely. You're not going to give me last year's number one car like that. Like I'm like, this is going to cost me double my trip, right? Like I'm going to destroy
Yeah.
this car. And
Yes,
that
Lockcar
car,
haven't asked if the man from NSR won the Eastern races. Yeah, he did. He won
yeah,
both classes, right?
yes,
And the
we did talk
GT.
about that. He,
Yeah,
yeah,
so in the Western, he won with like a couple of feet, so it was not big a difference. But here in the GT class, it was like 13 laps. He was just somebody woke the bear there, and it's just
yeah. No,
crazy.
Andreas, I got to meet him. Very, very nice, calm, composed, very informative, very friendly, willing to
He
always give.
shares all his knowledge so openly,
There's
like
no
no
secrets with
secret.
him, and
Yeah,
and the way he races is very like, no, lift your wheels up, right on that
yeah,
braid.
it can be square. It
Exactly.
doesn't matter.
That was
It's so
beautiful, and
funny.
I'm just like, okay. Um,
Oh,
I mean, the theory behind that really is if you can balance your car and you can race on one wheel,
yeah,
back wheel, and you know how the car performs, right? Then it kind of almost feels like the front wheels are like training wheels. But so I asked the guys at the wood club, I'm like, why don't we do it that way? Or like, why don't you allow that for the rule? They're like, no. They're like, we like realistic racing. We'd like all wheels to turn. We like to see the cars. We're here for the enjoyment also of the modeling. We're not
yeah,
about to try to make it so competitive that we're like all of us are like, no. These rules, we kind of keep it as simple as possible. And I'm like, okay, I respect that. Like, that's fine. And then in my head, I'm like, I don't need to be learning rail riding anytime soon. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but
Like
it
so,
goes to
so
show,
fast said mentioned, not being last is a win in my books. I totally agree.
yeah.
Because
So
it's
yeah,
also
so
part of the, the fun event. You're there, you're meeting all these people, and so that's also an experience that you're doing where almost racing becomes a means or a secondary thing for getting together with other crazies.
so I have the GT finish and the classic finish.
Yeah.
Do you want to know where I placed?
Yeah, it's always fun to hear. I mean,
It's it's not
we
fun.
can compare notes next time when you race
Well,
next year.
it's definitely a margin, right? It's definitely uh, um, a benchmark for me. So now I
Yes.
know what's going on, right? So the in the GT, Andreas finished with 344 laps. Number one, he did 344 laps in basically 8 times 5, if I'm correct, is 40 minutes.
Yes.
So yeah, and then the guy underneath him, um, of course, I'm now you can see how old I am now because I'm doing this. George Katsaskis, sorry,
Hmm.
331, right? So 331 was second place, so 44 to 31.
Yeah.
So it,
13 laps. Yeah.
and then
That's
after that, it's 31, 30, 25, 322, 22, 21, 320, 320, 318. It's a lot closer together,
yeah.
right?
Andrea is just a different division. It's just
Well, that's
he's
it. And
in
once
a
you get out
class
of
of
the
his own.
320s, so basically 10th place was 318. So you needed to be doing better than 318 to get into the top 10. If we wanted to go into top 20, you needed to be you needed to be getting into the 300s with a 304 exactly. So Ron, Vinsec got, oops, excuse me, he got a 30 to be top 20. You need 304.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, okay. So now this is what I'm learning. I'm like 300s is good, I guess. I was just
Yeah.
going back to the classics when they handed me that car without even ever. This is the first time I'm getting on this. Like not the first time because I did a bit of practice or whatnot, but the first time actually getting in that competition. In my head, I'm like, I'm not actually supposed to be in this race. I'm just gonna take my time. I don't want to break this car. And then all of a sudden, I'm racing, and then I finished my second heat. Warren goes to me, he goes, "Hey man, you're doing really good. You're in second place." And I'm like, don't tell me that.
Yeah.
Don't.
Don't jinx me.
What are you doing? That car was so well tuned that I was like, wow, I'm really off the mark for whatever my car is because this car is just it's treating me like it's like melting butter right across the track.
Oh
And I'm like, now
man.
every time I crash, it's 100% my fault. It's just 100%.
Yeah.
I can't be like, oh, well, your car was this and that. Anyway, so there we go. Herrera, I finished 49th out of
49. With how many laps?
274.
274. Ah, wow.
Right. So I
Uh,
can't compare myself to Andreas.
no,
So,
no, no, no.
so I'll give myself 20th spot, 304. So I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
so another 20, 25 laps and you'll be up in the 300s, right?
well, that's it. And that was all about learning the track
Yeah,
and whatnot, right? So, right,
that's so
Marty,
cool.
I was right behind Marty. Marty was 47th with 278,
Ah,
and
okay.
he had a hard time with his car. He really, really struggled with his car,
Yeah, I noticed that on a couple of races. Yeah.
and that's out of 62 racers.
How did and what about Rahul?
Raul did really good for somebody who doesn't want to do slot cars.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Where everybody placed higher than me, and I felt so bad for Massimo. Massimo did such a great run. He was first in his group, and then the freaking bumper fell off, and I was
No.
marshaling, and I couldn't stop marshaling to help him 100%. So I called Warren. I said, "Let's go, pit crew, figure it out." And he dropped down to third. Where is he here, Scott? No, so everyone's above me, so stop going down. Ford, where is he? Scott, Mark, Raul placed 40th with 283 laps.
Cool. All right.
Okay, and then Massimo placed 31st with 292 laps. Massimo
Wow. If
is
that wouldn't have happened, he would have easily been up in the 300s.
100%
Yeah.
without without a question. And
Oh, look at that. Slot Car Hub is showing up from the
hey, man, how you doing?
Australia.
Was
Going
it?
to work on Saturday morning. That's not fair.
I'm not sure about that. I know the only no, I don't know who was in Western. I don't think so. I think we were all new teams, but I can't. Don't quote me on that. You'd have to watch Marty's live on
Yeah.
Tuesday. I'm not sure about that.
So is he going to bring that up on this Tuesdays, or did he bring it up on the last Tuesday? Did he talk about it on?
I don't know if he had the list on the Tuesday because this list only came out
Yeah.
2 days after.
So yeah, exactly. So maybe he'll cover it in after the weekend.
Yeah, and then I mean, I did better. I did better. I think we all did better in the classics. So yeah, I
That's
did
cool.
277 in the classics. So
Yeah.
well, I mean, better. I did 277 in the classics and 274 in what I just said in the
More is
GT.
more.
So it's like there's a lot of things to learn, right?
You're a classic guy.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was just a better tuned car and whatnot. Maybe because my car was faster, maybe I could have squeezed in because I was clearly fast in the straights. So
Yeah.
at that point once that clicked, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to win in the straights. So I just had to gain my time in the straights and then really take it easy in the corners, and your strategy starts changing. You start messing with yourself. So something that Raul told me only after that made me feel a lot better. He goes, listen. He goes, going in. He goes, this is a golf game. He goes, you cannot start comparing yourself to everybody. You have to go
Yeah.
in for your own personal goal. And we were kind of confused as to how it worked and all that. So that kind of didn't. We just went in and tried our best, and then like kind of rolled the dice and been like, okay, so what are the rules? And did I do good? He was basically saying if you took an average of like a 10-second lap and figured it out, he goes, you should technically at the very minimum do 240 laps
Yeah.
for 10-second laps. He goes, so anything, that was the minimum goal for him to be like
Yeah.
faster than 10-second laps because you have no idea what's going on. The track is X long. I think it was, oh man, don't call me. I think it was like 85 feet, 82 feet.
Yeah. It was long. Yeah.
And so, you do every lane. He goes 10-second laps. He goes, you got to be better than 10-second laps. Your minimum, so your goal is 240.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, I feel better about that. I'm like, but now that I know the 300 for that track, right? So now there's mental math that has to be done for the next time. And, so I know that roughly 82 feet, 80 feet is giving you 5 minutes each lane is giving you 300 laps. Well, next time I go in, I'm going to calculate that and be like, okay, well, if the top is 300 in my head, let's see how close you can get to 300. Don't give yourself a minimum. Just see how close you can get to what should be technically bringing you into at least top 20. Because I'm sure even the next race, I'll be better prepared, but the skill level.
But that's the fun thing. It's a learning thing, right? So every time you evolve, you get better. You learn, you pick up something new, and then you get better and better. So that's what keeps it fun as well. So
what's a timber race? Good job, Slightly Mad. If you came in fifth in your first timber race.
but that's what was a slightly smaller race, I think. But still, coming fifth on his first race, that's amazing. That's really good. And I know the slot car scene is pretty tough in Australia. I think it's pretty competitive there. So, but it's So that's
absolutely, Hub, for sure.
And it's like Slot Car Hub says here, at the end of the day, it's just fun to race, right? And
Really is.
and if you take the approach that you talked about now that Rahul had as well, when you start racing against yourself as well, okay, next time I'm gonna do 300. That's my goal. So how many laps do I need to do per stint? So I know that, and if I do that, then I win. It's a win for you. So
which is funny because then as soon as you get on the track, the thing because there were some battles, right? Like at one point I managed to push through some traffic, but I was in the faster lane. I was in the middle. So it was easy for me to do that. But at the same time, you're like, just like the ghost cars that are going to switch or kick out, You don't want that
Yeah.
to happen, and you don't want to mess anybody else up, and you don't want to mess yourself up. But at the same time, it's like, well, I'm here to compete. But once you understand where you are, it doesn't matter. You can let that guy go and be like, I'll just catch you on the straight, and that's what I did.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
there was like mini battles, like mini what do you call them, checkpoints, like to be like, okay, I did that, okay, fine, how am I going to deal with the situation? Okay, good, I managed to grab that corner, I passed him, okay, good, I'm good. It-
Yeah.
Regardless of where he was in the position, right? Because the first heat I fit in my group, because the group is kind of like a micro kind of focused, and in
Hmm.
the first position I finished third. So with my
Yeah.
first heat I finished third out of my group, so I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that's
That's a win. Yeah,
kind of a
exactly.
win. It's like, okay, fine, third. So out of us eight guys, I did the third most laps. I started off in
Yeah.
second, but then those tricky corners really took me a while to learn it.
Yeah.
So it would have been nice.
But I
And
think
funny enough,
the comparison with the golf game, where you have to play your game, is, I mean, like Andrea, he explained in one of the interviews that, he doesn't care about all the other cars. I can't remember if it was the interview on the Western or the Eastern Championship, but he mentioned that no, he doesn't. He's not aware of the other cars. He's only focused on his car, and it doesn't matter if even if he's 13 laps ahead, he still races his race, and he's
yeah, of course.
he focuses on his race, his car. That's it. And I think the more you can do that, I think the better one will do. I noticed that at least when I have a race on my home track, if we are like 4 or 5 people, the second I start to look at other cars and try be aware of the other cars, I wipe out. I mean, I deslot or do something crazy. But as long as I just focus on my car, doing my pace, I get into my race pace and just stick to it. It doesn't matter if someone passes me, he will deslot and or something else would happen. Just do your thing. Yes, and then I do better. So,
No,
but
it's
it's
just funny
fun.
because it's like you gotta snap out of it as a digital racer. It was like, oh yeah, none of these guys are coming in my lane.
Yeah,
Think about that. Like,
yeah,
there's no pit stops. There's you just go
yeah,
and don't
yeah,
deslot. Right. That was
yeah.
the number one thing in my head was like, just don't deslot and you'll be fine. And sure enough, that's the first rule you got to tell yourself. Is like just focus on not deslotting, focus on your car, and guess what? Even though those guys are passing you, because you haven't deslot, I'm like, ah, you know what? I didn't deslot, but I wasn't the fastest. I look up and I'm like, how did I? I'm third,
Yeah.
and that's what happened in the GT. I looked up after my first round. I was in last place.
Yeah,
So the
yeah,
GT, I managed to battle it back up to fourth. So I'm like, that to me is not because I'm better than these guys. It was I managed to calm down and focus
yeah. You
and
beat yourself.
yeah,
Your
exactly.
worst enemy is your you.
Yeah, especially being like when you look up for the first time, I'm like, oh, I'm okay. Well, what position am I in? And I'm like, oh man, that's really bad. Like, and then
Oh, well,
uh,
that's so cool. For me at least, I'm a fanboy. I think it's a lot of fun to follow you and your racing career. Not that it matters to anything or anybody in the world, but for me, it's fun. It's fun to see. And I mean, we had the chat after the first race, the Michigan race. We had you on there, and I really enjoy chatting with you about those. And I'm learning and as well, and picking up things. It's interesting to see the experience and hear what you've gone through. So that's a lot of fun. I have my own little journey with my Slotsync Racing. I'm 100% into it. It's so much fun. I have done my short races, the 13 laps races with my this week's cars. So I have 3 cars this week: the Slothead prototypes, the F1 NSR, and the what's the third? Oh, the NASCAR for Carrera. And
which
next week I'll have 5
which
cars. And now
F1, the 2022s or the 89?
the 80, yeah, the 88,
Those
86,
cars are
89.
those cars
They are
are
awesome, yeah.
stupid fast, stupid fast.
Yeah, I bought the Leclerc from NSR, but I can't make it run well as good as the 88, 86, 80, 89s. I can't get it to run. It looks fantastic, beautiful with HP
Yeah.
logo and everything, but yeah,
I
it's not
got
there.
um, I got this one. It's a Nissan.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, nice skyline in red.
Lovely. Yeah, that's awesome.
And I can't wait to put the Lola. Oh, I got this from Warren. I have to do a review on it.
Oh, look at that.
and the test car in pink. So I know Jen's gonna want that.
Yeah.
And then, oh, that's where the oil went. I was looking for that oil. That's funny. Um, but there was a reason why I wanted to show you that. Warren sent me that car. He also sent me a bunch. Oh, okay. What do you mean? Spot here. He also sent me a bunch. Now you think I remember where I put it? A bunch of upgrades, like the other chassis, whatever. So I can do a comparison one by one on the Carrera track because honestly, the this guy here on Carrera track really helps.
The hard one?
The hard one. Again,
Yeah, because I have the gray one right now on, I think, all of mine. I have the gray.
Yeah.
Maybe I should upgrade to the hard one.
Yeah, and it's all going to depend on your grip, right? So
Yeah.
and whatnot. So that's what. Yeah, here are the stickers. These were the stickers that were all in the car.
Yeah.
And they're really well done because they tell you, okay, next you go to this color, next you go to this color, next you go to that color. So it was European style, which I appreciated because you weren't just going to the next lane over. You were skipping a lane until you got to the end. The end you went over.
Yeah.
But as people were skipping, you were never always stuck on the inside or the outside of the person beside you. So it made it fair. It made it fair. So if you had someone who was kicking out, then you wouldn't be next to him for the race, and you wouldn't be next to him for the rest of the race. So I found it at first. I was like, "Why is it so complicated? Just go down the line. Who cares?" And then I saw how things were being done, and I'm like, "Nah, these guys know what they're doing. These guys know what they're doing. This makes a lot more sense."
Yes. Bo is using the black chassis on the Carrera track. I mean, I'm going to buy a couple of black chassis and give them a try and see if I get different times.
I'm talking about the NSRs though. Are you talking about Scaleautos?
Yes, I'm talking about Scaleautos. But that's right. Now, I have a couple of on the NSRs. I'm actually using the black ones.
Yeah.
Those work really well. But so I'm gonna. Okay, I'll look into what I should try. Maybe buy 2-3 colors and try it on one car and see what I need to.
Can I show you? Am I allowed to?
Everything is allowed in this
the
channel.
one car that I bought there. I saw it and I was thinking of you. But I need you to get it's the collection number 6. You know what I'm talking about?
Then let me see. It's the fan car. The black is that the black Porsche with the fan on top?
Yeah.
With the yellow fan on top. I know what it is. Look at you.
Can I show it? Can I show it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a slot car. It spells with a U.
Well, I'm sure she's a nice person.
Yeah, exactly.
So I got this. Jen gave me the okay.
Yeah, look at that. It's so awesome. Yeah, that's a fat car. It's so cool.
Yeah. Have you taken yours out? Have you driven yours yet?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm driving them. What I've done, let's see if I can get this camera. So mine are on the back side over there. So I got all 12 in the middle of the frame there. So I think yours is on the 3rd row under the red car. That's where you have the other one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but what I've done is I've upgraded all of them. I changed the spur gear and the pinion to metal, and the axles and all of them have new tires, so they are completely different cars.
They had the number 1 of the series of the set, and I'm like, oh, do I get the number 1? This is number 6, but I like the way the car looked. I like the nostalgia of it. Right, the number 1 was just the logo, but I have that car already in Porsche in the NSR.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, okay, let's talking about fanboys, right? So
exactly. Number 12 is really cool. It's the Alfa Romeo.
Ooh.
The Alfa, the Giulia. What is it? I don't know how to pronounce it. But the old, that's really nice, and it runs really well as well. Now that all of them run well now with the upgrades.
This is 100% shelf queen. I don't think I'm gonna take it out of the box. I'm gonna display it, and that's it.
Yeah, I drive them, but I don't drive them hard. For me, it's just the joy of seeing it going on the track, and now that they're all silent, they run well. They're fantastic. I haven't put any magnets or anything. I just let them be as they are. I don't touch them.
You don't come
So,
with magnets already inside the car?
some of them, some of them have magnets, but they're really weak. They're not, they're not like the, the competition slotted neodymium ultra race magnets. It's not like that.
Right on.
But
I got two. I also got some 124 cars. I got some Lolas.
ooh, nice.
And,
Did you see that Carrera is coming out with the 296s for the 124? The
Yeah,
Ferrari 296?
yeah. Those are nice
They look
cars.
awesome. Yeah, they
Those
look
are
awesome.
they're on my track. They're on my track. I'm actually taking my 488s now, and I'm lowering the pinion. You gotta have the set. Will be Joe's excuse to buy them all. No, I almost had a chance to buy them all, but Anders took it from me. He's like, guys, look
I'm
at this
so
guy.
happy.
He's like, look at this guy selling this whole set. I'm like, I am down. We'll split it. I'll take 6. You take 6. He's like, no, I'm buying the whole thing. Okay, then why did you tell me?
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah.
So I'm taking the 488s because I have 4 of them, the IROC series, and I wanted to really lower the top speed and bring up the torque for the corners, and it's
Oh,
working. So I actually have the gear here, the pinion. Sorry, so I went to an 8
yeah,
tooth.
yeah, yeah. Look at that. Yeah.
Okay, I made a mistake with this pinion. It's a sidewinder pinion. Not that it matters, but
Yeah.
I would have preferred it a little smaller on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Carrera motors. I have a funny feeling that I'll be switching to Predator motors
yeah. Uh-huh.
just to get a bit more smooth, because the Carrera crown gear, it's going to take a little bit of breaking in, but it doesn't sit too nice.
Yeah.
But the cars perform a lot better, a lot more controllable. Not that these cars were bad. Once you take the magnets out, these cars were actually handled pretty decently. But we were racing at 80%. I now have to turn it up to 100%.
Yeah.
So back to the 14.8 or 13.8 to get the power, but it's a lot more tamed once you just go down a pinion. And I'm like really happy with that without having to change the whole back axle. That to me is like the simplest thing you can do. Like by the time, I don't know what time you want to finish your podcast, but like by the time you're done, I can do this in 5 minutes. And that's one of
Yeah.
the cheapest things you can do to tame your car, get that
Yeah.
acceleration up.
So that's what I did with my 296. I actually changed the whole axle and put the mag wheels on it and the urethane tires. So now it's a whole different car.
Yeah.
But that axle
What's the
kit,
ratio that you keep?
yeah, it makes a massive difference.
What gear ratio
And
did you keep? Did you keep it the standard? What kit did you put in?
this is from was it Slot Devil? Slot Devil. They had an axle kit for this car, and
Slot Devil,
with
really?
pinion and gears, everything was included. And this is one of those nice Carrera cars. I mean, it looks great, and if you change that part, they run fantastic. They're a lot of fun to drive. So
I was actually like surprised and disappointed at the same time, because when I put the car, when I just took out the magnet and I put it on the track, I'm like, please perform like crap. Please perform like crap. And they didn't. They did pretty good. And I'm like, man, I shouldn't be. I don't even need to spend any money on this car. It runs really good.
oh, we got Warren here as well. Hello, Warren.
Warren, how
Our
you
good
doing?
old Canadian friend.
I'm working. Look at me, Warren. I'm doing stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Warren
changing
is a busy bee. I think, I mean, all the things he's doing, participating in your streams and going on races, and he's really active and he's doing a lot of good things for the hobby. So kudos to you, Warren, for doing all the work you're doing for the hobby.
I mean, technically, officially, Warren is my first sponsor.
Yeah,
He helps out a lot with the channel, sending me stuff to review and whatnot, and to get us
exactly,
going.
yeah.
Warren is also a plethora of information. If you've got a question about something, and not just about finding slot cars, Warren can find you any slot car that you're missing. I'll put my
know,
reputation for that.
But he's asking the question that's on everybody's mind.
Why is everybody?
Where's your lab coat?
I'm not experimenting. I'm just doing regular press work here, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
I got all this stuff from Warren. This is a slotting plus pinion press, and it's so easy to do. I can do it on a live. It's not a problem. And
I agree with Slightly Mad. You got to race them cars, and they need to have some battle scars as memories to remember, to keep Alzheimer's away.
well, there's that. There's definitely that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Warren has been the best, honestly. Not only as a team captain, but easy to talk to, easy to understand.
Mike.
Take care, Mike.
Yeah, thank you for showing up, and you know it. Just come join us on Discord as well, and you know how to find me and holler. And you need to get that email to me. You remember the last week's episode? You had an email on the screen. Send me an email so I can send you some stickers, buddy. We'll get them to you. So.
And then just test it in here, make sure it's nice and snug. I feel I can go a little bit more. Just because I think I went too wide with the pinion. So what happens is it touches up on the crown gear.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. But other than that, you know. And yeah.
B-Rad ordering now. He's ordering the BRM Camaro. Oh yeah. There's always a car we need. That's the problem. And then, now I have one car coming in. I think it's shipping in about 10 days. Slothead's going to release their Audi R18, the e-tron, the four-wheel driven slot car with the little belt that goes between the front wheels and the rear wheels. It's going to be exciting to see how that performs and how hard that is. I heard it's going to be really hard to tune, apparently, but that's a challenge.
I like my all-wheel drive cars. They give a different challenge to the...
Yeah. Bye, Mike.
Take care, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. I'm really excited about the white kit. It's going to be fun to see what kind of damage I can do, and if I'll get all the bags of parts into the car. I need to do some funny paint work on it. I haven't really decided. I'm going to use my airbrush.
You have closer access to, I mean, at least clubs and events. You could be going to an event almost once a month in Europe.
Yeah, that's true, but it costs
for Carrera.
Huh?
But even for Carrera, I mean, Carrera is big.
Yeah, absolutely. What I really want to do is there are 2 trips that are on my list. I want to go down to the Carrera World and meet up with Nico and just go and check out the Carrera World and see how that is. And then I also want to go to Gaydon, the UK slot car festival, and just buy every single car in there. Because they always, when I see reports from there, I just go in, stand in line the night before, and just go in. I buy everything. They're all mine. You can all leave. The show is over.
All leave.
Yeah. You can go
close
in.
it down. Shut it down. I don't want your breath all over my brand new car.
It's held in the British Racing Museum, or British Car Museum. And I say, this is now part of the museum. You can look at them, but you can't buy anything because it's all mine. Oh.
Can you imagine? But if you can wait till spring, there's some good... Jen and I might be going to Austria in the springtime.
Oh, cool. Yeah, if you do, I will definitely make a trip down there. I will definitely make a trip.
Oh, man, that would be so awesome.
Yeah, I would definitely.
I'm going to be so excited that we go on vacation and I get all my slot car buddies to hang. So romantic.
Oh.
No, but she loves you. You're Swedish, right? You're part of your family.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Slot Car Hub needs to go to work. Thank you for popping by. Really appreciate that.
It can work.
Yeah. B-Rad lost some control in some auctions. Yeah. Get those unboxing videos made so we can see them. See what you bought. What do we got here? Scaleauto has assembly instructions. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, there is. I got the assembly instruction in here, and I also printed out the PDFs. we'll see how that goes. All right, look at that. Yeah.
I keep pushing down the axle, but Carrera motors are kind of very. Thank you. There you go.
Yeah.
It's like, see, and then you got that catch.
Mm-hmm.
It turns nice, and then there's always that one gear that just has to be broken in a bit more.
Yeah.
All the cars did this, but they run fine.
Yeah.
So,
I did that on this when I changed the axle on my 296. I did change to the Predator motor on it. So I got the Predator on it. So it makes a big difference.
I just, I never thought about it. It's like the simplest thing to do is pop out a motor. You buy one of these, and you just change the pinion. If you want to go faster, or if you want to go slower, and that's it. And that's it. You don't have to worry about axles. You just start with that, and then you can, start with this. I mean, it's $5 for a bag of, bag of pinions, right?
Yeah. Exactly, Bo. We'll come by Bremen. I pick you up, and then we'll continue down in my Jeep. Pick you up. And what has slightly mad 10 new Ninkos.
I'm actually looking for, and Warren's on the prowl for that. I'm looking for a Ninko 4x4 because that's one of the classes that we run, the trucks.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
But not the Red Bull. All these guys have the Volkswagen Red Bulls. I don't want to race those. I want a different car.
Well, I'll take a look and see if I can find any of my in my channels if they have any.
Yeah, Bo, I saw that. That's what I've been trying to do, but every time I push it back, it bothers me too. I was about to leave it alone until Bo mentioned something. And I'm like, I can't leave it alone. Oh my goodness.
What does Bo say here about move the pinion a little further back?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was gonna leave it and be like, I'll deal with this later, and I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Bo saw it, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, he has a Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, light text. Warren says the man or the Volvo. That's what you need for your truck.
Oh yeah. Is he asking? Or the man or Volvo? Oh, I would like a Volvo. It would be nice.
Yeah, that's Volvo truck.
Volvo all-wheel drive though. It has to be the truck. I don't want this car. So weird.
Bo is talking about the middle position, not the gear itself. Oh, slightly mad. Yeah, I've seen the Ninko Hummers. They look really, really awesome. I want to look at those and get a Hummer on the track. That would be fun. We'll see if something shows up. There's so many cars. I mean, you can't buy everything.
There we go.
And now Scaleauto is coming out with the Berlinette, the F458.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming in March, and it looks so nice. That's also on my list. Like my Ferraris.
There we go, guys. She done.
The wheel of the crown gear on the side.
Yeah, no, it's in there. I would give it space. I don't
in there. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah, it's because what's funny about the Carrera motors is that the axle will actually shift a little bit back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of play going this way, which drives me nuts. But
well, I'm sure Warren has some Predator motors for you.
I got an order coming for Predator motors with Warren because the guys at the club they eat those they go through those like crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's funny, like they swear by certain things. I'm like, well, what about this? They're like, you can, but you won't win. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, there's so many people with so much knowledge, and I've learned to listen to them, and it's you learn a lot.
I wish because there's this guy Marcus that we race with, and they call him Mr. Miyagi, and he does a tuning sessions every Thursday night. So I went over last night just to talk and shoot the breeze and learn so much. And he's got just information. He's like, well, I do this like this, and I do this like this because of this and because of that. And I'm like, okay, I just wish these guys would were able to speak English.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah,
English was
yeah.
very broken, or else I'd have them on and we'd go through a whole tuning session, right? Because he's pulling out Carrera cars. He's like, "Oh yeah, these are like some of my favorite cars. These are Carrera cars." I'm like, what? And they're just
Yeah.
finally tuned
Jamal just popped in. Good
Hey,
to see
Jamal, how you
you.
doing?
Yeah, long time no see. I hope all is good.
Warren, look, I love that spin.
Oh,
Sometimes Carrera just gets it right. You know what I mean?
yeah. That's mine.
Sometimes it's oh
Yeah, it's
sweet.
yeah. I got mag wheels on the front as well.
Independent suspension.
Yeah, changed the front axle and the rear axle. Changed both axles, and the new motor. It's a whole different car. I mean, the chassis is original, the body is original, but that's about it.
Did you use the original bushings or you bought bushings?
I bought bushings, everything. So this has gone through major
I
haul.
actually got from Oscar from Slot Invasion. I got a few kits, and one of them was actually some bushings, and I'm looking at them, but they're actual the bearings. They're the actual bearings with the ball bearings inside. I really want to try those. Really,
Yeah,
really.
I got ball bearings on some. This does not. This only has the brass bushings, but
Mhm.
I have other cars with ball bearings, and they're smooth. They're
Yeah,
so smooth.
well, that's it.
So, but I'm not.
No, I was gonna say, did you level them out or you just snap them in?
Those I just snapped in and they worked.
They work good.
Yeah, so there was no friction or anything. It was so smooth. Yeah, I can't remember. It was on. Was it on a Scaleauto car? I think it's the Cadillac that has it. Yeah.
Oh,
But
that.
yeah, no, I need to go. I need to do my endurance races.
Okay.
I got three 20-minute endurance races to do well on, and it takes a couple of turns before you get them in. You know, you de-slot that when you do done 17 minutes, and then you de-slot. You know, like, oh crap, you
I
start from
wanna
the beginning again.
just want okay
So
before you go. I want to share with you guys something that I started doing, and it actually really worked. My track, the inside of the slot, is really dirty. So what I started
yeah.
doing
Oh,
is
tell me, I got the same problem.
okay. So this is just regular microfiber cloth for your
Yeah,
glasses. Nothing
yeah,
crazy. You don't have
gotcha.
to use it. I just found I liked it because it comes really thin, right?
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, hey, wait a minute. Because I broke my Slot Invasion 3D printed guide. I'm trying to clean it because my guides are coming out black, black, black. Very bad. I'm like, okay.
Hmm.
So I took a Carrera guide. It's on my car. I'm too lazy to go pick it up. But I took my Carrera guide, which I don't have here. And I just cut a little notch on the top. I put it on my ghost car. I took this thing, soaked this in alcohol,
Uh huh.
put it on the side like this. Okay. Because the Slot
Oh,
Invasion guide, I haven't tried it with the Slot Invasion because I know Slot Invasion is a little bit bigger.
yeah, a little
If I
wider.
use the
Yeah.
regular Carrera guide just to make it thick enough, I'm sure it could probably work with the Slot Invasion. If there was a way I could get this longer and actually sew it down, so you can make like a little cap, like a
Like,
little,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like a little,
Gotcha.
you know. I'm thinking about if anybody's in the manufacturing process or whatever, even if you had a tail and you just wet the top, you know what I mean? Like it could
Mm-hmm.
be like a little boat cup. And I
Yeah, yeah,
got in a group
exactly.
car and I cranked up the speed and let it clean itself out, and it
Yeah,
worked.
yeah.
It works pretty well. Every once in a while, it comes out, but that's because of the hook in the front. That's why I put the hook. But
Mm-hmm.
the hook, I put it too deep because you want that space there, because the hook just
Yes.
pushes it back, and then you don't get a nice flat surface.
Yeah.
So I have to redo it. But if there's a way that you could maybe I don't know maybe like just
No,
glue the
but
back.
if you could make it like a boat so that even the
Yeah,
bottom is closed, right? So then it covers,
it
it takes
covers
the
at the
bottom
bottom.
of
Yeah,
the, yeah.
someone's got to manufacture this, or like
Mm-hmm.
my idea is for everybody. Somebody do it for me.
Yeah, exactly.
This helps so much. Just soaking this in alcohol and letting it run around the track a couple times.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, slightly mad is giving up and he's going for breakfast. You know, you've been doing your stream too long when even Wolves gives up. Then you
well,
know you're done.
well, dude, it says you've been on here for 2 hours. That's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we gotta have some fun. It's Friday chill and chat.
Yeah, I got so much housework to do. I was so happy that you actually said, "Yeah, come on." When I'm home, I look for your live just to get me out of housework.
Oh, Yeah, no, I'm gonna let you go so just I can stay on Jen's good side so that I don't keep you away from the housework. Because
Everybody's hoping
otherwise,
for great Jen.
she'll slap me if I see her in springtime. She'll slap me first thing. So, hi, Anders. Thank you for keeping Joe away from all his to-do list. Oh, well, yeah.
I'll buy
Well,
you dinner.
so I'm gonna spray paint some white kits. I'm gonna through some new Carrera cars I bought. I'm gonna prepare my Scaleautos and my MR slot cars for next week's challenges, so that they're ready for Sunday, Monday when we get to race those in Slotsync. And for all of you who are not in Slotsync Racing, just go there, sign up. It's so much fun. If you have a Carrera track and the little dongle connected with Smart Race, it's the best way to race. It's so much fun. It gives me at least a purpose every week. I have the challenges and I prepare the cars for next week and do the races. It's just so much fun. Much more fun than trying to drive around and just with no purpose. But here you have a purpose every week. Collect those points, and it's the whole gamification of slot car racing, right? So you can do it even if you're on your own. So it's just absolutely amazing. It's been so much fun. All right, let's go and get shit done, yo.
All right.
That's what we're going to do.
Thanks,
thank you for
everybody, for hanging
showing
out.
up, and thank you for joining in. That was a lot of fun.
Appreciate
And
it.
thank you for sharing your experience with racing. And for those of you who jumped in late, go back to the beginning and watch it from the beginning, because there's way too much good information in this one. I can't tell you all the details, but dang, it was good.
And I just want to thank everybody for your support on Marty's live.
Yeah.
He was, I didn't have a chance, but everyone, just supporting and congratulating and telling me good job. That was really touching. Honestly, it was really nice to see, and it was very heartwarming, because it was definitely an emotional day, both tiring and physically and mentally emotional.
Exactly. But that support helps. It does so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Thank you,
so
Bo, for those kind words, and B-Rad as well. Take care, everyone. Chris, everybody in the chat, thank you so much for joining in. And with that, I'm going to end the broadcast until next week, or in the chat nearby. Are you doing your Monday race, by the way?
Yeah, we started already last Monday, and
but are you doing it this Monday, since you're canceling cartoons? I don't know where I have
no. Mondays are good. Mondays are good,
Okay.
as long as it doesn't fall into Christmas or whatever. But I don't.
Yeah, no, but this Monday, like a couple of days.
We're back on Mondays. We're back on Mondays, and then it's just this Saturday is not. Pete is sick.
So yeah, okay.
Good,
Gotcha.
so he preferred to wait, so it's not a problem. I'm also trying to rally the troops to get Massimo and Raul and Warren on, so we'll talk about the whole race and all our experiences. And
okay, cool. Love that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, thank you, Bo. Yeah,
it's a lot of thank yous.
All right. Thank you so much, and see you all later.
Thanks, guys.